to Caged Fury.
Introducing first team number 1, coming from the aisle, from Cleveland, Ohio. They weigh in at a combined weight of 402 pounds. Chase Oliver and Trey
And I gotta state right off the bat, I feel bad for the crowd who's already confused because Dave Ketch asked them to count down from 10, and they don't even get to learn that in school till next year.
Farnsworth, we're one sentence into the broadcast, and you can't refrain yourself from all of these deleterious remarks and defamatory reactions to our great fans here at the Court Time Sports Center. It's Caged Fury 2018. I'm Joe Dombrowski, you're Jay Worthy and Farnsworth. Two huge cage matches, championships, and big-time grudges tonight. We're going to kick things off with two teams making their IWC debut. We've seen Darin Dinero and Colby Red as part of different teams in the past, but first time we've seen them together in the ring. They are called the Sadie Gang, and they've had some most interesting YouTube videos. Their preparation for their IWC Tag Team debut has been, to say the least, a bit unorthodox and off the beaten path.
They're training, and look at them, they're both in great shape. You don't look at with results like that, you don't question the process, Joe.
Well, if you say so, but I mean, they've been preparing by downing beers at a country concert, by practicing their hand-eye coordination at the batting cage. How about working out in a ring?
Look at them. Do they look like they need more working out?
You can never be too fine-tuned and never be too ready for a match.
I don't disagree, but we haven't even let them run. They're not even out of the gate yet, and you're already saying their training is failing them. I'm saying they look like I'm saying they look like two good specimens of athletes, and the crowd firmly behind the Sadie Gang.
The opposition is Trey Lamar in the ring right now, and Chase Oliver on the outside of the ring. They're called No Consequences. Trained by former IWC Super Indy champion Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae in Cleveland, Ohio. They were the top of their class. They are natural athletes, and a bit of a chip on their shoulder as they migrate from Cleveland to Pittsburgh for the very first time.
I was going to say, with a name like No Consequences, I don't assume that they're all happy-go-lucky. Oh!
And they're individuals who don't wait for a door to open. They'll bust it down whether they're welcomed or not. As Lamar tries to elevate Colby Red, Red gets the advantage.
Did you see the height on that hip toss?
Absolutely. Red, as we've always seen Colby Red around a guy like PB Smooth, who's 7 feet tall and nearly 300 pounds. We never had a chance to appreciate how big and powerful Colby Red is now that he's with Darin, and they complement each other very, very well. We may see a new chapter in his career as Dinero manipulates Oliver.
Trey got to find out just how big Colby Red really is. Everything looks small when it's next to the Empire State Building.
I think the most advantageous thing that helps the Sadie Gang, other than that knife-edge chop, is just their chemistry. They obviously have a great time around each other. They're very close friends.
Sure, I mean, that doesn't get you wins, but that's great.
It develops tag team cohesion.
I will agree with that. It makes it a little easier to travel the road.
You've seen some of Darin and Colby's exploits on IWC's social media through their YouTube page, as they've documented some of their unorthodox preparations for this IWC debut.
Double slingshot suplex.
There's a cover for two. shades of a couple of Tully Blanchards out there.
I was going to say, a couple of Tully Blanchards.
Now, Oliver gets the knee on a Colby Red, and Lamar now. Amazing vertical leap, that double stomp from a standing position, plants Colby Red back at the head. And Jay Worth only one time make a first impression. It's going to be a huge night for one of these tag teams.
Yeah, well, right now, Colby Red has 2 impressions right in his chest. The amount of control you have to jump up, get your feet on someone's chest, and then essentially pivot yourself 90 degrees to stomp him into the mat. It takes a decent amount of effort. And there's the tag.
Yeah, these guys think very highly of themselves. Lamar's got a bit of a big mouth on him as far as his attitude, as far as his opinion of self. Oliver a bit more calculated and meticulous, but in their mind, they belonged in IWC for quite some time.
Well, it's great. I mean, it's great to think that. You just have to be able to prove that. You have an open door. You don't have a seat at the table, though. Everyone can get a chance. It's what you do with that chance.
Absolutely, and we've got just so many different athletes on this event, from rookies to legends here in IWC. Cage matches, end of an era, championships to be decided. Ooh, and you look up and down this card, no match feels like any other. This is going to be a wild ride.
Absolutely. Speaking of wild rides, Trey backing up with a roll and then a tag along with an elbow to the face.
Oh, and a hip lock assisted, almost a modified cannonball that time. It's Oliver stacking Colby Red up for a count of 2. Lamar and Oliver have that cohesion as well because they've known each other since day one of their wrestling journey, since the training school.
Which really helps you, it helps with your rhythm in the ring. And it's a smart move by Oliver trying to cut off Colby Red. Oh, good German. Keep him pinned in your corner. It's a smart strategy. It's sound.
Impact and placement. Spot on for no consequences.
Just a solid elbow right to the jaw. Oh, the Colby Red battling back. And Trey running in, grabbing the head, and now it looks like he's trying to just ground Colby Red.
Yeah,
keep him down so he can't get that tag.
With distance comes opportunity often, and Lamar could sense that distance, and he bridged that gap as quickly as he could, didn't he? Oh. Oliver, the code breaker, and now a neck breaker. Oh! Standing shooting star, nicely done. Great tandem offense, and nearly had him. That'll be the IWC Tag Team Champions. Team LaBar will be watching this matchup. Main event, other top teams.
Oh, there's the tag. A knee to the face, a tag, and Darin Dinero, the man with the hips of gold.
And I believe Trey Lamar legal as well for the opposing team, as Darin showing that explosiveness, a natural athlete, an amateur standout, a bit of a quirky personality, but man, he means business out there. Their behavior may be unorthodox, but you can tell they're focused.
Oh!
Colby Red got most of that kick. Oliver on the brunt end of it. Modified heart attack, elevated style.
And just Darin Dinero coming in with the power moves. Just letting the smaller kids know who's put the time in at the gym. Looks like that time at the country music concert paid off.
And that corner rush effective as well. Lamar is limp. Oh, double goozle. Wait a minute.
And his partner pulled him out of it.
Yeah, Oliver bailing out Trey. Lamar and the enziguri didn't catch Colby, but it got Darin.
Oh!
And there you see the diversion allows Lamar to come in with a thrust kick. They take out the vertical pace from Darin.
And a low Hurricane Rana.
Absolutely. And a springboard close line.
And Dinero's down, and he ain't moving too well.
Tandem offense working out great for no consequences. Gonna get a win here.
No.
And no consequences directing traffic here. Oh, double forearm shot.
2 rolling elbows. Double knees.
And no consequences. They were telling me about that before they went on the air. And that was, that is a maneuver they've been working on diligently. I think Colby sensed doom as he bailed out Dinero at the last moment. This thing has completely broken down. Referee Williams hadn't had control in what seems like ages, but Dinero now having to go at 2-on-1, not doing too bad a job as he bolts Lamar into Oliver.
Just spears him with his own partner, Joe. Tossed him like a lawn dart. Oh! Double forearms.
Yeah, Lamar sandwiched in the middle. Look out! Oh! They call that "you've done it now," and they've done it. They've got the victory.
The winners of this contest, Dinero and Colby
Jayworth, what's your first impression of Sadie Gang?
What can I say? Clearly the training worked. Stay at the batting cages, catch the next Luke Bryan show.
Dinero and Colby, if you asked me going in, I would have given the advantage to no consequences because of their diligent dojo work. I'm not sure still if Sadie Gang had the most effective method, but by God, somehow it worked for them.
How do you question it? Results speak for themselves, Joe.
New blood in the tag team ranks. Look out, champions, look out, contenders. Sadie Gang looks like they're here to stay, and no consequences, not too shabby either. Well, that music can only be not just one man, but one beast. The man with Ward is named Wardlow. One half of the IWC Tag Team Champions, LeRusso. Of course, they represent Team LaBar. Justin LaBar along with them, and oh joy, he's got a microphone, but Jayworth, conspicuous by his absence, the other half of the IWC Tag Team Champions, Titan Dennis Jaxon.
Yeah, I was wondering. Seemed to be a man short.
LaBar has made a lot of controversial moves, handing the tag team titles to LeRusso and Jaxon. It doesn't look, well, maybe we'll let LaBar dictate why he's out here because I don't see him scheduled, at least not with a microphone.
Let him check reality for you, Joe.
Oh, goody.
You know, it's not as easy being as successful as Team LaBar is. We have the IWC World Heavyweight Champion, the man with Warren's name, Wardlow. And we also have the IWC Tag Team Championship, ladies and gentlemen, the heir apparent, LeRusso. To be as successful as we are, to be the head of Team LaBar, I always have to have my eye and mind on business. And to be part of Team LaBar, you need to be ready for the schedule that demands it. You need to be ready to be the hunted and all the pressure that comes with it. You gotta be able to make a commitment. You can't just flex. You can't just be $1 million body and a $1 brain. So I've gone ahead and made the executive order that LeRusso will have now a new tag team champion partner.
What?
Let's bring it out.
What? LaBar is hot potato the title again. Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's bigger, he's better, he's funkier, he's smoked the content, he is nasty.
Symbolically coming out with Jackson's battle helmet, both nasty. We haven't seen in what, 4 or 5 months?
It's been a while.
And a rich history between Bulk and LeRusso. They've been running buddies for a long time now. And LaBar has litigiously worked his way
just to serve you as an IWC Tag Team Champion.
into a new team.
I mean, I'm impressed that LaBar.
Three better men, Chris LeRusso and Wardlow.
And Wardlow doesn't look thrilled about it.
I'm not sure if Wardlow's been involved in a lot of the team meetings, but that's just my speculation. He wasn't made privy to the original plan with Jaxon. He may have not been consulted here.
So, just a couple things. I told you last month. These guys come and go. These guys come and go. These guys come and go. I'm sick of Team LaBar making decisions behind my back. I'm sick of Team LaBar having people come and go. This guy and I have wrestled how many times? I don't even like the guy. Chris LeRusso, phenomenal wrestler. I trust him less than my ex-girlfriend.
Listen to this ovation.
Listen, all I'm saying is tonight, I don't need you by my ring. I've beat Jack Pollock before. I'm undefeated in cage matches. I don't need no help. So just keep your distance tonight. That's all I got to say about it.
Now what?
Oh, I'm guessing that means Canadians.
Well, it's Wardlow and Pollock later tonight. But Argos and Dupree have a tag title opportunity as well. And we have American flags, we have Canadian flags.
I think that one guy over there has a Kenyan flag. Do we have anyone here from Kenya?
This may explode right now. Battle lines have been drawn. Team Storm and Team LaBar gonna go to blows.
We are having a business meeting here for American only.
And that chant's not for LaBar.
No, that chant is for America, Joe. It's for America.
Are you guys bitching and moaning about people born in a revolving door? Wardlow, tonight is about you and me and that title. But most importantly, tonight is about Team Storm. Tonight is about Team Storm taking over IWC.
And you can hear the chants of USA.
I earned the #1 contender here after I beat Justin Plummer's ass last month.
And Uncomfortable, but true.
Not afraid of the man with war in his name.
Uh-oh. You were worried about...
And issues keep escalating. It's Justin Plummer.
And he hasn't changed.
The man that went through hell against Jack Pollock a month ago. And as you so astutely said, the man Plummer wants out of his company, maybe his champion by the end of tonight. LaBar has made some questionable decisions. Pollock has made a lot of questionable decisions. How will Plummer sort out the madness?
I don't know that he is here to make things calmer, Joe.
We may have another fight break out.
You are right there. You kicked my ass last month. Congratulations. And doing so, you made me rethink my role here in the IWC and how hands-on I should be as owner, and I've done a lot of reflecting, and I haven't quite made up my mind yet. But one thing's for sure, I'm a man of my word. So tonight, it will be you versus Wardlow for the IWC Heavyweight Championship inside a 15-foot high steel cage. But other than if Jaxon Argos or RC Dupree or Chris LeRusso, I don't know what the hell you're doing here, but Ball Nasty, they won't be involved at all, because before your match, we're locking that door tight, and it's not going to open until we have a winner.
I like it.
Well, hell, as long as we have some uranium in the mix. What? Do we have more?
Well, it sounded like we had our final missing piece to the equation. And we do!
Throw a little plutonium in.
The main event, Ganon Jones Jr. and Duke Davis. The main event, the other third in this tag team championship equation.
Since we're all here, Whoa, why don't you take a trip to the back? Hey, Paul, why don't you get your ass to the back too? Because we got a tag team title match to have tonight, and since you're all here, bring it in, let's do it right now!
Here we go!
And Team LaBar wasting no time.
And Pollock and Wardlow return to their locker rooms. But notice Team Storm, they want nothing to do with this matchup. It's the main event, and it's Team LaBar, center of the ring. Team LaBar, LeRusso, and Bolt, I guess now the defending tag team champions, here in this three-way matchup.
Oh, Bolt catches himself.
Double clothesline, the 300-pounder to the floor. Main event, showing their power, their athleticism. They're getting things done.
Good Lord, they're huge. And I don't think Team Storm has made their way into the ring yet. Oh, but they did just run into Bulk Nasty.
Yeah, that'll change your attitude in a second.
I think Bulk might be willing to help him into the ring here.
LeRusso went cross-body. He got caught. Oh, no.
Oh.
Look out, LeRusso on everybody. Main event with the steer rack.
And right now, for main event, the safest place is in the ring.
And they did that one for America, I think.
Oh, but I don't know that they're looking to stay safe, Joe.
Look out! Ganon Jones Jr. nearly into the front row.
And now waving Old Glory.
Pro Wrestling's All-Star showing those hops. And now Duke, he's even bigger than Ganon, but he's planning something.
Oh, but look out.
Oh, Dupree from behind.
I mean, I give Dupree credit. If I'm going to attack Duke, I'm going to do it from behind.
Oh, without question. But maybe make it count next time?
I don't. Yeah, I would agree with that. You get your shot, you take it.
Well, either way, Jay Worth, we're going to leave this building with tag team champions we didn't know we had going into it, no matter what this conclusion is.
True.
Oh, crowd chanting TME for the main event, and check out the amazing physical shape that Ganon and Duke are in.
Letting everyone know that they are in peak physical condition.
Ganon is 6'5" at least. Duke a hair under 6'6". Dupree tags Argos, the mouth of the group.
Two-time Indie. Yeah. I can't get a word out of my mouth anymore.
Well, apparently you're not the mouth of the table.
Two-time Rookie of the Year, Jaxon Argos.
And with the self-purchased trophies to prove it.
You have no proof that he purchased those.
Well, no one else that won an award got a trophy, but check out this handoff. That's amazing power. They're palming Jaxon Argos practically.
And now some dips.
Argos is about 200 pounds of living, breathing human that will fight back, and Duke just absolutely manhandled him.
He will fight back, but not when he is upside down. 6 feet in the air.
Look at the leg for 2. Argos has no clue where he is. Blood rushed to the brain. He's calling for Dupree. A lot good that's going to do him right now. And keep in mind, Jay Worth, TME are former IWC Tag Team Champions.
Oh!
As Ganon springs in with the stomp, they were more upset than anybody that LaBar handpicked his own team to succeed the fraternity as Tag Team Champions. As Ganon finds too, there was no match to appoint LeRusso as a Tag Team Champion or Titan. TME, to me and to many, were the recognized number 1 contenders.
I do not doubt any of that. If anything, all I can say is it shows the stroke and the smarts that LaBar has to make sure that his team stays on top. Oh,
LeRusso got folded up. That could do it right there. 2 count only.
How tall is LeRusso?
Probably around, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah, I think by the end, another one of those clotheslines, he might leave this match 5'2".
It's Ganon with a chancery. You don't want to be in the grasp of Ganon. He has just unmitigated power. There's really no weakness in Ganon's game, or Duke's for that matter when you think about it. Any style, they can go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, if you're looking for a flaw in the armor, there isn't one.
Oh, Argos, a walking flaw. Distracts Ganon and LeRusso the high knee.
And then just a boot.
Tag the ball. Oh, God! And both one-ups the Ganon clothesline.
Inside out, upside down.
And
Bulk nasty, bulk smash.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen Bulk in better shape.
Yeah, he looks trimmed down. He looks like he has the gas in the tank, and he came out of that corner like a goddamn motorcycle at top speed.
And talking about him trimming down, but he's still what? He's got to be at least 290.
Yeah, but he's a svelte 290, Joe.
Yeah, something like that. Ganon trying to fight to his feet.
The term is zafting. He carries his weight well.
Check out that vertical leap. I'm not sure there's a better leg drop in all of pro wrestling right now, as LeRusso finds 2.
He routinely jumps and gets above the top rope when he hits it.
LeRusso now with a chancery. Keep in mind, Jay, with LeRusso and Bulk have been aligned since almost day 1 for their respective IWC careers.
True.
Well over a year they've been running buddies. So even though this Bulk thing, as far as him being inserted into this matchup, is last minute as far as I know, LeRusso and Bulk have a game plan. They've had it for quite a while. And there you see Duke's temper being manipulated, LeRusso the choke.
And LeRusso knows that he's not going to be able to go power for power against either member of the main event. So he is sticking to a game plan, and frankly, that's his strength in the ring. Taking a look and seeing what can he do against these giants. He has them in his corner. He's not letting them get up.
Speaking of in the corner, LaBar is in a corner he shouldn't be in right now, allowing Bulk to get the extra illegal advantage. But to your point, LeRusso is certainly the most cerebral, calculated man out of any 6 in this matchup.
I mean, he is bringing what he needs to bring to the team. And now keeping him in the corner. Oh, trying to pepper him with some shots. Oh, Bulk took that right on the chin. Again, and going to the top rope.
Oh, look out! Get a somersault senton! LeRusso is neutralized, but can Ganon find his way to a tag?
And Ganon is almost there. There it is.
Argos is in, and so is Duke. Oh, and that's the last thing Argos wanted to see.
And Dupree tried to run in to throw a little distraction in. Give Argos some time. Ooh.
Dupree in a bad way. Argos not much better. Side slam, it's divide and conquer by the metahuman. Hooks the leg, near fall.
Whoa. And LeRusso up.
Forearm connects. Got the big man down.
Flying forearm. Getting the big man down is quite the accomplishment on a man that size.
LeRusso said bow to the king, and LeRusso maybe turned into a jester. Duke has LeRusso goozled, and Bulk Nasty just barrels over Duke Davis.
Bulk Nasty is that insurance policy. Oh,
Argos went high risk. That didn't pay off. Follow-away slam.
And he just tossed him back over his head 4 feet.
And made it effortless in the process. Oh, Dupree didn't learn.
No. Oh,
and that may have been the last we ever heard of Dupree.
Memorial services will be held from 7 to 9.
If we can find the body, good grief, chokeslam. And Bulk forgot about one guy. The All-Star back in. One half of what many say are the rightful IWC Tag Team Champions as the couple of behemoths center in.
Big headbutt by Bulk. Oh, and there's the power.
Again, it's about 270.
And LeRusso, declaring no one can stop Bulk. But right now,
and
he's fighting 3 people.
Dupree the DDT. And Duke pushing Bulk into harm's way. Here comes Argos. Frog splash. And Duke makes the save. Inadvertent chemistry by the 2 challenging teams.
Smart move by Duke.
And now he pushes him into the trajectory of Ganon. Oh! Moonsault connect.
Huge moonsault.
And LeRusso in to check on his buddy.
And I've lost count of who's legal in this.
Last we had an idea, it was Duke and Argos, but who knows what's happened since then. There's been bodies everywhere. Oh! There's a bit of a punt for you.
That brings a new term to fancy footwork.
LeRusso's head almost became a projectile. Oh, look at this. Ganon's going drop kick, no low bridge.
Oh, and he caught on that bottom rope on his way out.
That would have done it if the main event had hit it. I believe that may have been either one of the tag titles the first time. Dupree springboard. But Dupree's got Duke trapped. Dupree's got a death grip on the ropes. Great storm on LeRusso.
Oh, look out.
Argos the pin. Duke can't get there. New champions.
IWC Tag Team Champions are Dupree and
ovation.
When they came into the ring, Jaxon Pollock told you it was about getting gold around Team Storm's waist. Half of it's done so far. Right now, Team Storm is rolling when it comes to the momentum.
Duke Davis in disbelief. He was caught up in the ropes. We dismissed Dupree, but he had the smartest move of the match. And Team Storm has tag team gold. And if this is an omen, it was a sign of things to come. Team Storm could rule IWC by the end of tonight. And this may not be the best omen for LaBar, who leaves in a huff. And again, Jay Worth, the main event, in many's minds, the rightful champions. That close, but not close enough.
And you can tell how upset the main event are. Once again, close to the fire, but can't seem to catch flame.
You ready for the star of the show, Jay Worth?
Always.
The queen of the silver screen.
Introducing Gambino, played by her co-star, Flexor, and a man Elijah Dean. She comes to us straight from the red carpet, the queen of the silver screen,
Katie Arquette with her entourage, Calvin Couture, of course, and the man-dime, Elijah Dean. I'm not sure what the heck anybody's wearing, so I'm not going to comment on it. Katie was supposed to wrestle Jordan Grace, but a death in the family has left Grace and Jonathan Gresham both unable to appear. Katie Arquette go one-on-one with Jinx, but Katie feels she is the uncrowned IWC Women's Champion. A number of months ago, it looked like she had won the championship before the decision was ultimately reversed.
and her opponent,
Tell you anything.
she is the bloody adorable
Jinx calls herself bloody adorable. She's got two sides to her. A sweet, sensitive, friendly side. But when those toxins, when those chemicals become a little bit too imbalanced, we see a much more ugly, much more unpredictable side of the bloody adorable one.
And I feel it's worth noting that bloody is the first word in the description, not the adorable.
Almost
That dark side tends to slip out sometimes a little easier than others.
You think we'll get that side here tonight, knowing that if Jinx can knock off Katie, she may put herself in line for an IWC Women's title shot?
I'm just saying, if anyone can mix up your chemicals in your head, it's Calvin Couture.
You can read into that a lot of ways, but moving on. Jinx exploding out of the corner to start this thing out. Of course, reigning IWC Women's Champion Britt Baker, shrouding the country, representing IWC and herself very well. But Katie Arquette feels that she's being ducked and avoided, and that Britt has not held up to her end of the bargain back home. Your comment, Jay Wolf.
Where is Britt Baker again?
She's not here, if that's what you're alluding to.
Yeah, I think it's rather obvious she's not here. I don't know that Katie Arquette's wrong. Britt Baker might be ducking her.
Look at Jinx. Jinx ain't ducking anybody. Somersault senton into all three.
Is the last we saw Jinx at the reset button?
With Jaxon Argos?
Yes.
I believe so, at least in this building. Oh, come on, Calvin. Calvin and Manda. Oh, I love it. That was a long time coming.
The entourage paid the price, but got the job done. Katie Arquette back on top.
Who's unbalancing whose chemicals now? There's a cover for 2. Katie feels that she should be the centerpiece of the division, the star of the show. All eyes on her. Hard to argue with some of her efforts. Of course, who could forget her cage match with Lufisto a year ago at this event?
Exactly. I mean, she's here doing the work. Beating the people that we put in front of her. She makes a very valid argument.
Why do Calvin and Elijah have, like, geisha fans out here?
It's part of the theme.
What's the theme? I'm annoying?
You'll have to ask them. I don't want to mispronounce it.
Rather not. Oh, hip attack. Jinx in a bad way. Katie the aggressor. Cover here. 2 count only. If Katie's victorious, does she deserve a shot against Britt?
Absolutely. She already deserves a shot against Britt.
Suplex coming up.
I feel that if anything, it's already her shot. It's just her shot to lose.
Could be. Katie and Jinx debuted at, there's a cover there. 2 count only. Debuted at Proving Ground over a year ago. Proving Ground coming up around the pike next month, I do believe, as we welcome our next crop of IWC Young Talent, the Young Talent Initiative. Ooh. And Katie sends Jinx to the outside. These two had came up together in training. They've been parallels in IWC since. Katie's gotten more attention, but I think Jinx maybe resents that a bit.
I mean, I think a lot of people resent Katie Arquette, proving her right. When you're the centerpiece, when you're main stage, all the understudies want you to fail.
Cover for 2. So you'd go as far as to label Jinx as Katie's understudy.
Would you consider Jinx to have reached the level of Katie Arquette?
Not yet, but certainly a victory here to change
then
that.
What are we arguing about? You agree with me, and you still want to fight me on this. Jinx will rise up in the stature if she beats someone of the stature of Katie Arquette.
Well, there's a power slam, a sliding clothesline. That could happen right now. Jinx a near fall.
A win against Katie Arquette is a big notch in your belt, Joe.
Well, Katie put the brakes on to get violently hurled towards the corner, able to save herself, but Jinx follows through. And you can just sense the unpredictability escalate when Jinx is in control.
I don't know that in control is the right term to use with Jinx at the moment.
On offense?
Okay, I'll give you that qualifier, but as of right now, the fact that her sole verb...
Well, there's Man Dime. There goes Man Dime. And Jinx is going to take a chance. Oh, Calvin. Calvin trips up Jinx. Come on. It's 3-on-1 out here, by the by.
It is. And Katie up top.
What is this? Elevated. Oh!
Follow-away slam.
Jinx sent more than halfway across this ring. Jinx is to her feet, though. Oh, God.
Jinx was to her feet.
It beat Honey Badger a month ago, and it puts away Jinx tonight.
The winner of this contest, the queen of the silver screen, Katie Arquette.
Katie Arquette, another emphatic victory. What's going through the mind of Britt Baker once she gets wind of this?
She has to be worried. Like I said, it's already Katie Arquette's shot. It's just when does Britt Baker show up to let her take it?
George Grace might have something to say about that once she gets back. Well, let's hear from the star of the show, self-described.
This is just saying, old people. Your champion, Britt Baker, is here. She
punch Britt Baker. She's not going to get her tonight, but it may only be a matter of time. Is Katie set to take center stage in the lead role of IWC's women's division?
Well, only time will tell, as we can't find out tonight, because as Katie Arquette pointed out, Britt Baker not here.
The culmination.
Making her way to the ring at a combined weight of 607 pounds. The heavyweights are Remy and Atticus and Otis, the Hooven brothers, together they are the Culmination.
Atticus and Otis, Remy Lavey have made it their mission to systematically ruin the life of Keith Haught. His friends have been assaulted and put on the shelf. Keith has been psychologically toyed with. But it seems that Keith Haught is ready to fight. He's ready to get Remy Lavey one-on-one, but Remy hides behind the Cogars every time. No DQ. Haught, Hooven, and do we know if they have a third? We don't as of now.
I was going to say, I saw them in the back. I didn't see a third with them as of yet.
Keith Haught wants Remy Lavey more than life itself. Will he get the opportunity to? Will he get a fair fight?
Have you ever known the Cogars to allow a fair fight?
Not at all. Dan Hooven, a cult favorite here in IWC, the only friend who stood by Keith's side this whole time. Well, they may not have anybody, Jay. Whoa. What is this? I see an image. Whoa! That's the Firebird, Shawn Phoenix, an IWC fan since age 14, a wrestler the past number of years has realized a lifelong dream and has made his IWC debut. But what an environment to make it in.
Yeah, I was going to say, welcome to IWC, kid. However, you just stepped in the biggest puddle in the parking lot. I don't know that I'd want to start anything on the bad side of the culmination.
The battle lights have been drawn. Keith wants Remy Lavey, trying to walk through Otis to get there, but Otis cuts Keith Haught off as Remy continues to hide behind the Cogars as these men pair off. It's no disqualification. Don't look for tags. Don't look for anything pretty. It's Phoenix and Atticus. It's Haught and Otis. It's Remy and Hooven.
And they quickly have left the ring. To be fair, I didn't expect this to stay in the ring for very long.
Not at all.
And Hooven and Haught on Otis.
And this is just completely out of hand. This is a brawl. This is a fight. There is personal ramifications here. And what in the hell is Phoenix doing? Look out! Moonsault to the floor! What a debut for the Firebird, Shawn Phoenix, setting this issue ablaze. And the culmination has been neutralized, at least momentarily.
Just a kick to the face by the Phoenix, Shawn Phoenix.
That's right, Phoenix first appearance in IWC with Atticus Cogar, a sinister and macabre individual. Neckbreaker nicely done. As this brawl continues throughout the ringside area, Phoenix has the back of Keith Haught. Will it pay dividends? 2 count in the ring.
It looks like Hooven just stomping Remy Lavey on the outside.
And Otis continues to protect Remy and keep Keith Haught away. Phoenix stutter stepped in the corner. Atticus capitalized. The Cogars only need a minor opening to do what they do best. Phoenix out of the way of Atticus. Drop kick attacks.
Hard connection with those feet.
Here comes Hooven. Atticus doesn't see him. Now he does.
Couple of clotheslines by Dan Hooven.
Oh, huge spine buster, nicely done. And here comes the power of the Culmination, 250-pound Otis.
Oh. And Otis just slugs him right in the back.
Yeah, no frills, nothing fancy, unmitigated power by Big Otis. Using that frame as an offensive weapon. And they want to...
Cannonball right into the corner.
They want to send Hooven under the injured list like all of Keith's other friends. Here comes Keith, an explosion.
Just those judo slaps right to the chest. And then a thrust up into the throat. Oh, ooh. Big man on big man here.
It is all action here. Otis falls. And Remy. Keith doesn't see Remy. Remy from behind the sling blade. Remy always picks his spots when Keith least suspects it.
The counter to that, Keith Haught had a goal here and he took his eye off it, and Remy took advantage.
Well, you got to survive here, Jay Worth. Remy's going to hide behind the Cogars. You got to beat some Cogar behind.
It's a no DQ match.
Oh, Keith!
You got to know where everyone who's throwing fists at you is coming from.
Again, the Cogars bailing out Remy. And Remy directed traffic. And every time Remy's in trouble, he hides behind his henchman. Oh, we've seen this before. We've seen Haught endure this before. That neckbreaker. Wait a minute. Hooven, from out of nowhere. Hooven, a licensed photographer. That camera flash went off in the eyes of the Cogars. Hooven temporarily blinding the Cogars with that camera flash. We've seen him use it in matches prior.
And then he looked like he tried to use it as a weapon, and it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, Remy was waiting. Cogars are still blinded. They don't see Phoenix. Now they do. Oh, no.
Oh, they caught him.
Oh, Phoenix has been caught. And now the fate that Keith was going to meet. Phoenix tastes that neckbreaker. They call her 2-1-6.
Right down on the throat.
They'll do it, but Keith Haught makes the save. And the brawl continues.
Otis out. Atticus with a shove.
From behind on Keith Haught, the theme. This battle continues. Here comes Hooven. What is this? Hooven traps Atticus, hits the DDT. Into the cover. 2 count only. And listen to these people into Hooven.
Wow. Firmly behind Hooven.
And Otis sent into the post. Haught is hurt. A lot of these entities are damaged goods in this matchup.
And Atticus outside. Hooven the only one in the ring at the moment. Atticus going to save his brother. I guess rallying the troops. A boot to Shawn Phoenix's face.
Atticus looking for something. Well, the Cogars are manipulating some kind of situation here. They have evil intentions in mind. Look out. Headlock driver. Headlock driver connect. Ooh.
And just right on his forehead. Phoenix out on the floor. Keith Haught up to his feet and back in the ring.
Oh, look out. Wait a minute. Oh, Atticus assaulted Keith Haught. And Atticus had forced a staff member to retrieve something. They are in desperate search. Oh my God.
What are the...
Those are skewers. Those are thick wooden bamboo skewers. And Atticus... Oh, no. We're going to have a sacrificial lamb. Oh, no. It's driving him into the skull of Hooven. Oh, this is vile. This is sadistic. Hooven, they're stuck in his skull. The skewers are embedded in his skull. Oh, God, a kick to the skull. That is one of the sickest things I've ever seen. And Atticus had vile intent from day one. Haught firing away. Atticus the kick. Oh, Haught fought to save. We might have seen Hooven in the ER if not for Haught bailing him out.
Good Lord.
Oh, those are brass knucks. Atticus hit Keith Haught with those knucks a month ago to win their contest. And Atticus telling the official, you can't stop me, it's no DQ. Keith ducks. Oh, kick to the skull.
He lost the brass knuckles.
And Keith's got the knucks. Keith's got the knucks. Time to pay some dues, young Atticus. Atticus got drowned.
Now's not the time to celebrate. Get on him.
Keith caught up in the moment, but here comes Otis. What is that? Oh my God. That's a taser! That's a damn taser! Oh, they're gonna end Keith Haught once more. Phoenix is trying to save his buddy.
And
Otis takes care of Phoenix.
I gotta say, hella brave to stand up and attack a man with a stun stick like that.
Otis is gonna end Keith's career. On the knocks.
He has the brass knuckles still. One right to the jaw. He dropped the taser.
A second one. Otis is fighting through the pain. Good God. Otis is getting the hell beat out of him. What? Oh God! Fire in the face! Phoenix just set Otis on fire! Keith hits Otis! Good God! Keith hit Lamar! The Culmination just got sent to hell! What a moment! Jayworth, what a violent spectacle we have seen! But after 6 months, a measure of revenge! Keith Haught couldn't get to Remy because of the Cogars. Keith Haught with Phoenix and Hooven, they have just gone through one of the Cogars.
I am never shocked by the level of violence that the Culmination brings. At the same time, I am never prepared for the violence that the Culmination brings. And yet, Keith Haught, Dan Hooven, and Shawn Phoenix ratcheted up the violence to a level that got them a win against the pure evil cancer that is sitting in IWC.
Shawn Phoenix's IWC debut, he sets the place aflame. Keith Haught, Dan Hooven, and Phoenix, a measure of revenge. Hey, Remy Lavey, I think you may be next, pal. Well, as we reset from the absolute chaos we saw a moment ago, you can still smell the burning flesh in the air, Jayworth. But we're going in a totally different direction now, from violence to maybe the biggest mouth in IWC history.
He calls himself the Bob Ross of professional wrestling because no one can draw a house quite like him.
Well, Jock Samson quit this company months ago, upset, bitter, not happy with his spot in the organization. He was signed back by general manager for a night Bruce Pritchard last month, and our lawyers have reviewed it. It's unbreakable. There's no loopholes, there's no out clause. We're stuck with Jock Samson. And Jock Samson has made this crusade to target Andrew Palace. Jock blames Palace for Jock's lack of success, says Palace kisses ass and sucks up to get to where he is today. I don't believe that for a heartbeat, but I guess whatever helps Jock sleep at night.
I don't know that that's true, but maybe Jock knows something we don't.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something right now, you bunch of stupid freaking idiots. I am so sure on myself that I'm going to beat Andy Palace's ass tonight. What I'm going to do is with my fist, I'm going to let the call down hole. Andy, get your ass out here.
Jock is sans cowbell. Wait a minute. Oh, we're Palace. Jock doesn't see it coming. Now he does. That's what Jock did to Palace a month ago. Out of the crowd, from behind. Palace with just desserts.
And to Jock's point that he left the cowbell at home, I don't have a cowbell to bring, but I technically do not have a cowbell either. So,
well, that notwithstanding, Andrew Palace has a lot of guts, a lot of motivation. Palace calls Jock jealous of what Palace has been able to accomplish, and I don't think even you can disagree, Jayworth. Palace has worked his way and earned every opportunity he's gotten here in this company. Jock Sour Grapes doesn't change that.
oh, he has fought his way to the top. I do not doubt that for a moment. I can't take the efforts away from the man. I'm just saying maybe Jock knows something we don't. That's all.
I'm not going to assume that at all. Jock has a that's a cowbell! And that's a disqualification! So much for beating Palace's ass and not having the cowbell.
Technically, he was half right. He beat Andrew Palace's ass. It was just with the cowbell.
Well, what does that prove?
Proves how strong he is with a cowbell, Joe.
How about with your bare hands?
Well, why do that when you have a cowbell?
Oh, stop it.
Because it's a lot harder to do this with a cowbell, Joe.
Jock is strangling. He's choking Palace.
Oh, he kicked his legs out.
Oh, Palace there's nothing to support his weight. He's hanging him.
This is a lynching.
This is way over the line. Somebody's got to stop this.
And Jock yanking back with all his might.
And everybody in the place out here to keep Jock. He can't be fired. He knows he can't be fired. Ironclad contract thanks to Pritchard. Jock says if we fire him, he'll sue the place and he'll run it.
And I wouldn't doubt that
Stop
for a
it.
moment.
He's trying to end the career of Andrew Palace.
It looks like Palace was able to get the knot around his chin, which helps. It won't cut off the blood, but it can definitely injure his neck still.
Oh, severely. The official running for help. There's nobody left out here. Wait a second.
Sadie gangs
The
out.
other wrestlers out here, and Jock knows to quit while he's ahead. This is complete chaos.
As far as Jock Samson's concerned, mission accomplished.
And I can't defend anything Jock Samson's done out here. I don't condone it. This is supposed to be a match. We got, what, 1 minute in? Completely over the line.
Yeah, sure, but it got his point across. You're paying attention now. Jock Samson set out here to make sure everyone knew what he thought of Andrew Palace and what he could do to Andrew Palace. He just taught everyone that lesson. And the number one student in that class is laying over there getting attended to.
Well, I hope Andrew Palace is not seriously hurt. I hope Andrew Palace hasn't had his career jeopardized by this selfish, bitter, jealous assault. What was set to be a title matchup will now crown a definitive number one contender.
And if you want to talk about a man with bad intentions, there it is. He has a taste for the gold, and he wants that title back.
Gory, the man who lost his championship during the course of Super Indy,
He has expressed his displeasure with the fact that the goalposts seem to keep getting shifted, but he's willing to go through whoever he has to get that Super Indy title back. In this case, it's Jeff Cobb, a walking suplex.
yeah, Jeff Cobb entered Super Indy, lost in the opening round to the eventual runner-up, David Starr. Gory defeated Anthony Henry in round one before succumbing to, that same David Starr. David Starr had a Mack truck full of good luck and positive vibes on his side. But it's hard to discount what Gory has meant to Super Indy over the years. It's hard to discount the explosive debut Jeff Cobb had made, even though the airline had lost his gear in Super Indy, which is what the fans were referring to a moment ago.
And fine-looking gear it is. I'm glad he has it this time.
Well, as long as you approve, that's what matters.
Yeah. It's about time you finally got on board with that, Joe. My approval is what matters.
Where do you think we're at here as far as weight differential? As Gory went for a first taste of flesh, couldn't get there in time.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if Cobb has 100 pounds on him. Gory is shorter. Gory is not in bad shape. He has good musculature for his frame, but he tends to keep it lean, which goes with his faster style. whereas Cobb tends to play a more power game.
Certainly at least 50 to 75 pounds, which will play into this strategy. Cobb represented Guam in the 2004 Olympics. He is a master on the mat. He has a great power game. He's very well-rounded, and he is rapidly rising into one of those can't-miss prospects here in professional wrestling. Recently signed with Ring of Honor. But Gory has held down the fort here for quite some time.
Very true. Gory also, having at times not been in IWC, switching around and hitting the road, experiencing new styles and new opponents.
And something important a moment ago, Gory tried to springboard off with an arm drag. Cobb planted his feet and would not let Gory move him. Gory's got to hit and run and use his agility if he hopes to take down Cobb, as you see Gory try to knot the thigh muscle.
And I think Gory's now realizing just how solid the lump of humanity that Cobb is. Good Lord. Jerked him up and swatted him down.
Cobb comes into this matchup with no weaknesses. You have to create one. And on a thick, a firm, agile frame like Jeff Cobb, that's very difficult to do. Cobb can play any game you want.
I think he just cracked his sternum.
A Beal from one side of the ring to the other.
It wasn't so much a Beal as a toss. He just sent him flying. It wasn't so much about about the technique of a Beal there as just Cobb's absolute strength.
Many of Cobb's opponents, certainly smaller than he is, he's in his wheelhouse. And there's a repeat of whatever you want to call it.
Put it another way, you don't normally see a Beal go overhead.
Winner will face Jonathan Gresham. If you're Gresham, do you have a preference? Keeping in mind Gresham wants to be the fightingest Super Indie champion ever. As Gory taps Jeff Cobb. A reverse scissors hold. That modified choke only legal till 5. And now Gory takes a bite out of the fist. Gory's got to find something to neutralize here. Gory the knee. Springs in, gets the momentum to roll over on Cobb for 2. Nicely done.
Cork screwed around and then caught that pin.
Gory is so great at using his body as an offensive weapon. That gets taken to new heights, no pun intended, as Cobb counters with the flapjack.
Straight up, straight down. So you had asked, who do you think Jonathan Gresham would rather fight? And I honestly don't have an answer to that. Because you look in the ring, and how do you say, I want to see what it's like to run into the mass of humanity that is Jeff Cobb? But then the alternative is, I want to find out just how dark and unrelenting Gory actually can be. How do you choose between those two?
Gory is in a bad way, and you don't see Gory in this position much, just having to shake the cobwebs, just regain just his focus and his bearings.
It is a testament.
That hurts my heart.
I felt that. I literally felt that.
That is not an exaggeration if you're at home right now.
The air moved, and I felt that. What are we, 30 feet away?
Maybe not for long. Cobb may launch Gory up here. Check out the power. Up. One arm for a moment. Up.
But as I was saying, it's a testament to just how solid Jeff Cobb is, because we all know how tough Gory is and how quickly he shakes the cobwebs off.
Could end this. 2 count only. Keep in mind with that suplex. Wait. Steady, don't salt. Unreal agility near fall. Cobb was standing on the second rope on that suplex. There was no leeway. There was no give. There was no safety net. Cobb loses his balance by an inch. He falls, but he didn't. And these people, how can you not respect what Jeff Cobb brings to the table?
I have nothing but respect for Jeff Cobb. Look at the beating he is putting on Gory.
Cobb is the hit sensation now, but Gory has been super indie for nearly a decade and a half. Keep that in mind.
Ooh. The clubbing blow right across the back.
And Gory takes a chunk.
And he's trying to shake him off, but that may just tear more flesh.
And Cobb hurls Gory to the canvas. Cobb charges Gory that quickness. Can he capitalize? Oh, elevated lung blower. Cobb is dazed here. Gory's got a chance. Only two.
That's classic Gory. If you get your leg thrown over that top rope, you're assuming he's going to come in and try and attack a hamstring or a kick right to the crotch. Instead, he goes for the lung blower. And there was no way to defend it when you're looking for the shot to the leg.
And the most susceptible, well, I was going to say the most susceptible Cobb's been so far, but we'll throw that out the window.
Oh.
Cobb was away at just going from 0 to 60 in a couple of seconds.
Which is impressive considering the size and stature of the man.
Now watch Gory. Oh, and the vertical leap as well. Gory went high risk. Cobb cuts him off at the pass.
Good defensive use of a drop kick there.
And Cobb, look out.
Oh, Gory slips behind.
Oh, yeah. Cobb may have went for that suplex one too many times. Gory takes away the vertical base. We talked about no safety net on that rope. Gory used it to his advantage.
A kick to the back of the head. Cobb's just hanging there.
Gory just trying to maneuver this man's frame however he can.
Oh!
Springboard double stomp! Shades of low-key and Gory in a past life. There's a cover! Got him now!
Oh!
I'll give all the credit in the world to Gory. He is innovating. He is doing everything he can, abusive yet elusive, to try to stop Jeff Cobb.
That you saw the way Cobb's head bounced when he hit with that stomp, and it looked like that was it. I did not expect him to kick out there. No.
And Gory went high risk but adjusted himself midstream when he saw Cobb recover. Tornado DDT! Gory got all the momentum on his side. Could this be all though?
It looked like Cobb was trying to reposition him to take over there, and Gory just had a counter for the counter.
What a match this has been. It has been quite the game of chess. It has been Gory rising up. It has been Cobb trying to shut down the quickness.
Gory just trying to pull Cobb to his feet.
Shot to that hamstring again, and Cobb just muscles Gory back.
Something coming, just gave him a shove.
And Cobb needing that breather. That thigh muscle is beginning to knot up on Cobb. He cannot get his footing as he needs to.
Oh! Oh!
But still caught him. Adjustment midstream. The neck breaker. Got him! No!
Talk about improvisation. You would have expected him to just pop him up and take him straight down along that same line. But Jeff Cobb just changed the axis and swung him around and dropped him 90 degrees different.
Almost shades of Cobb's signature maneuver that tore the islands, which if we see it, has got to be the end for Gory, and it may be coming because the straps are dropping. Cobb doing what he has to do to get a Super Indie title shot. Gresham Cobb maybe on the way. Gory counters.
Oh! Solid kick.
Springboard. Oh, Cobb caught him. Cobb caught him.
Where's he going with him?
Anywhere he damn well pleases.
He's not even sure.
Gory trying to counter.
Back and up. No.
Tour of the Islands. No, Gory counters the Tour of the Islands. Crucifix driver! No! Oh, how close can you get?
Look out, up, around.
QAS! QAS stacks him up. Gory beats him.
Here is your winner, moving on to challenge Jock and LeRusso for the Super Indie Championship in round 3 on September 22nd, the U.S. flag, Gory!
Gory's done what many thought might be impossible, unexpected. Gory's defeated Jeff Cobb. Gory, the champion that went into Super Indie with the title, will face the man who won the tournament, Jonathan Gresham. Hey, I think both Gresham and Gory are going to be happy with this result.
And what a match between these two. One of the best matches I've seen in IWC.
What an incredible effort. Gory certainly earns his way back on top to Super Indie contention. It's going to be September 22nd at Proving Ground. Gory and Jonathan Gresham, past and present Super Indie champion. Gory has embodied Super Indie more than anyone, but Gresham wants to be the most fighting Super Indie champion in history, and respect runs deep from Gory to Cobb. You gotta believe he'll have another day in the Super Indie title picture.
I can't argue with any of that. The most fighting champion versus Gory, who might be the most fighting champion.
And Gory could get it again. Gory and Gresham next month at Proving Ground.
Trying to become the next member of the Gambino Brothers Moving Company. And I don't think it was quite right for the position.
What have I done?
Nice guy, Mickey and Marshall.
And he swears he's not to blame. And I
Flexor, that's the briefcase open. We've seen that utilized before.
Just like me, what have I done? And who have I become? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I looked away, I turned away, arms wide open.
What's in the second? Where's the sticker coming out? Wait a minute. Flexor. Now it's Flexor and Marshall. Marshall face God. Rest of the STD. Here comes Jamie Jameson. Jamie and Marshall associated in the past, and Jamie with a barbed wire board.
Let's do it the final time. The last final. But let's do it in a steel cage.
I don't know what more we got accomplished with this Marshall Flexor rivalry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a steel cage match for the IWC High Stakes Championship. The only ways to win this contest are pinfall, submission, or by escaping the cage. Introducing first our officials in charge of the bell sounds inside the cage, CJ Sensation. And at ringside, Bobby Williams.
Bobby!
Introducing first, the challenger.
This is a matchup over a decade in the making, Jay Worth. Two men who have paralleled one another and been intertwined since nearly day one.
Accompanied by Ginger, he weighs 165 pounds, the leader of the STDs, Chest Flexor.
When Chest Flexor started, he and Ferrari were the lackeys of the Gambino family, doing their dirty work and helping run interference for him, en route to a record 5 IWC tag titles. Once Flexor, his relationship with Marshall went south and struck out on his own, he formed his own group, the STDs, and it's almost like he's subconsciously helped the outcasts of IWC fit in, rather than bully them around like Marshall did to him.
And his opponent.
Speaking of bullies, and they shall appear, the Baby Bull.
Making his final appearance in IWC, he weighed 241 pounds, the high stakes champion, Marshall the Bull Gambino.
Oh man, and Marshall's not coming empty-handed. It was April of 2004. Marshall had his very first IWC match.
Wait,
Now what?
you just yelled something at the curtain.
What? Well, Jamie Jamison is who Marshall has been mentoring lately. Hentai, Super Hentai, the Super Indie originator and first ever tournament champion, is the one who trained Marshall back 15 years ago, and Mickey Gambino, Marshall's brother, is who Marshall teamed with to cause that 5-time IWC Tag Team Championship dynasty. Marshall has dug deep for some backup to offset the STDs, who jumped Marshall 4-on-1 a month ago.
And Marshall kissing the belt, surrendering it to CJ Sensation. There's already a garbage can lid, and table in the ring.
And Hentai's a veteran of Cage Wars and Caged Fury. He's right at home in this environment. The STDs are a bit outcast types more often than not. Ginger was forced to do a dog collar match with Marshall a month ago. How sadistic can you be? Marshall and Flexor have been allies, they have been rivals. They seem to always intertwine with one another. But it always seems like Flexor's had a hard time getting over the hump, getting out of the shadow of Marshall the Bull. It came to a head once again earlier this year when Gilbert became an honorary STD and James Ellsworth hired the bodyguard services of Marshall. And when Gilbert met Ellsworth, Chest and Marshall crossed paths again, as perhaps fate would have it. Marshall has always had Flexor's number, but that is history, not prophecy, as they start unloading center ring.
You said he can't get out of the shadow of Marshall the Bull. The thing is, Marshall the Bull casts a very large shadow. It's not easy to get out of the shadow of a person who has done the absolutely violent things that Marshall the Bull Gambino has done to earn his acclaim and his reputation.
That is a very metaphorical shadow because Marshall, in a little bit over 250, is in maybe the best shape of his career.
Very true.
And Flexor, he loves to have a good time. He loves to entertain fans. He's double tough. We saw in the video package on .com and on social media his battles with Low-Key, Ray Rowe. Go on down the line. Kamala, Sergeant Slaughter, some of the biggest names in the history of this business and toughest have beaten the hell out of Flexor. Flexor always gets up and comes back for more.
Very true.
But Marshall, we have seen use thumbtacks and cattle prods and street law, street justice to do what needs to be done on opponents, whether it was Babyface Fire or Ray Rowe and J-Rock or anybody up and down the card.
He has been just cutting a swath of destruction through IWC, both in tag team and singles competition.
Oh! No one has instilled more fear or caused more discomfort up and down this organization for a longer amount of time than Marshall the Bull. Oh. And Flexor, who not too long ago was wearing a bicycle helmet to protect a concussion, is probably going to be back in the hospital tonight.
Good Lord.
Marshall intends to win this match and retire the high-stakes championship again. Keep in mind the high-stakes title unretired last October after being dormant for 15 years. And Flexor! A head scissors, Marshall tastes the steel. And that is reinforced, and there's nowhere for Marshall to go.
And Marshall down and just jammed between the drop kicks in that cage. And this, I hate to say it, but this is what Chest Flexor, and to reiterate, Joe, his name is Chest Flexor.
Thank you for clarifying.
This is what he needs to do. The way you stand up to a bully is you stand up to the bully. You take you take Marshall's game right to him. That's the only way you're going to get past this. Marshall the Bull has seen every clever trick, every double cross, every way he can be done dirty. He knows what to expect.
Flexor debuted a year after Marshall. Flexor, one of the longest tenured IWC stars, and quietly amassed a reputation for over 13 years now. Former tag team champion, one of the longest reigning champions in that genre, but has never had a singles championship here.
Very true.
Neither had Marshall until he cashed in his #1 contendership on James Ellsworth, and Mickey Gambino, the ironically named nice guy, getting some cheap shots on Flexor, who falls between the steel and the ring.
And now the STDs and the extended Gambino family apparently having issues.
You don't say.
And I'm wondering if they're trying to figure out how to get him out from wedged between the cage and the ring.
Well, Flexor's about as far away from a victory here. No chance to escape from there. Pinfall or submission, of course. And Flexor maybe wedged in there.
Oh, he went under the ring.
What?
He's on the...
Flexor came out the other side. There's those chest Flexor mind games, unorthodox but effective. Marshall never saw it coming.
Oh.
Oh, no, God! Flexor went high risk. Marshall a step ahead.
Like I said, Marshall knows what to expect.
So much IWC history in this ring, around this ring. Marshall the cover, 2 count only. Would the fitting cap-off to Marshall's career be the re-retirement of the high-stakes championship around his waist?
Absolutely. Retire as champion. Let him know that no one was able to take that belt off of you, and no one ever will.
Come on, Marshall, get up.
STDs with moral support at ringside. I can't imagine any of those athletes know what it's like to be in an environment quite like this.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Marshall cut Flexor off at the pass.
And he's just caught up somewhere here.
Gory futuristic. He's looking in great shape in his own right, but that's not going to help anybody here because he's trying to reach in through the cage, and Flexor hung up and being kicked into the steel. And Ruxpin's trying to get in to help Flexor, and Jameson, Mickey, and Hentai running interference. It's almost like a makeshift lumberjack cage match.
And he's just wedged again between the cage.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get him out of there.
Ruxpin, the 300-pounder, acted on impulse to try to save his buddy and mentor. But Marshall's the 3 most important people in Marshall's professional life, making sure that doesn't happen. This stays one-on-one. And Flexor's in a bad way. Had his face just kicked into the steel.
And while this is happening, it looks like Marshall's going through his can of goods.
And nothing's in there by accident. Marshall brought that out here with a purpose.
Yeah, that can has a plan. Call me Dr. Seuss.
Flexor is completely unaware of the fate that awaits him.
And he just lobs that at him. Throws it.
Yeah, a hard thud. You can see the dent in the trash can.
5 minutes gone by. 5 minutes gone by.
The can itself becomes wedged in the cage. This will do it. Marshall retains. No. And Marshall growing frustrated. That gave Flexor an opening. Remember, Flexor's best gifts are oftentimes psychological. If Marshall lets his very obvious temper get the better of him, Flexor could have a chance.
Yeah, very true. The weakness in the defense of Marshall Gambino is piss him off, and any and all defense goes out the window.
Yeah, he's just full throttle in your face. Flexor with a couple of steel baking sheets, sandwiches Marshall and unloading into the skull. Marshall is, oh, look out.
No DQ.
3 points. Flexor wins the high stakes title. No. Flexor, possibly the most unlikely tag team champion ever. Would he make the most unlikely high stakes champion ever?
Easily.
Remember who's on that list, Jay? We get through Gilbert and Ellsworth. That says a lot for Flexor.
Says a lot for Gilbert as well.
Yeah. We'll see.
Rising knee trembler.
We'll see who will say a lot for Marshall's counterattack. Flexor is looking to scale the cage.
I am correct. Do you need to escape the cage to win the match?
I believe it's pin, submit, or escape. 3 ways to win. Or at this point, maybe survive should be added to that list too, because these guys are in high rent territory. No. Russian legs to, I believe Marshall got control of the maneuver, but took the air out of himself in the process.
Yeah, no one wins in that move. You just hope that the other guy loses worse.
I believe Marshall accomplished that.
Marshall's up to his feet.
I went Hentai taking shots at Corey. What the hell did they do? And we got a brawl broken out. Hentai's got a temper too, and he got fed up looking at the STDs.
Hentai starts with a temper, and then everything else just adds to it.
Ferrari into the cage. Ruck's been getting hurt. But in the ring, Flexor's regained control in the ring. Flexor.
Big drop kick to the face with that garbage can as the intermediary.
And the STDs have brawled to the back with Hentai and Jamie. Mickey's still out here. Mickey's stuck away from the pack. Oh, come on. No, Mickey the Spine Buster. The Gambinos are as lawless as ever. And it's martial law in Marshall Gambino's retirement match.
You can't sit here and go, oh my God, I can't believe the Gambinos are doing the Gambino things that made them the Gambinos. Of course they're going to do this. You just have to try and figure out how you're going to either dodge it or counteract it.
Well, Flexor's backup is gone. All we have left out here is Ginger, and it's a damn gang mugging like the Gambinos have done best. Well, this end up into the cage. Gambinos like they've never lost a step. And we know what Marshall's signaling for. That's the curse of the Gambino.
It's been a while since we've seen it.
It won their first match. It won them numerous tag titles. And, Mickey is up top. Marshall has Flexor in position. Oh! No matter the year, it hurts like hell.
Forget about it.
Oh. Valfanabla Metzafanuk, referee into the steel.
And I believe that's a tough one goal to all the fans.
And the Gambinos could have this match won. Flexor's not moving. That was their finishing move for years. And Marshall's not happy just taking a W.
You don't just call yourself the high-stakes champion. You prove it, Joe.
The Gambinos gave Flexor his first break. Will they be the ones to take Flexor out of this business?
They might give him his last break.
Oh no. Well, we've seen this before as well over the years.
Oh.
What the hell? Now what? What the hell is this?
Teddy.
I don't have a clue, folks. I don't have a clue.
I thought I saw someone head to the ring.
What? It's the bowler! It's Kingpin McDowell! He's got his bowling ball! There he is! The lost STD has reared its head! Oh God, he tried to decapitate Marshall!
And Marshall's smart to be afraid of the flying bowling ball.
Kingpin McDowell, we haven't seen him regularly in years. But he's here watching Flexor's back. But man, he got taken out.
Yeah, but he bought enough time that Flexor's not on that cage anymore, or not on that table anymore.
Flexor's trying to escape, but he has no idea Marshall's right behind him. We got referees hurt, we got Mickey hurt, McDowell hurt, and Marshall and Flexor scaling the cage again.
And now trading shots up there.
What in the world is this?
Flexor balancing himself against the cage.
What the hell are you doing?
No. That's lighter fluid.
Are you serious? McDowell? No. No. The table's on fire! The table's on fire!
He's still on fire!
Flexor's on fire! Marshall through the table, through the flames! And Marshall has been pinned! The Gambino era comes to a fiery demise!
I was there when Marshall Gambino... The winner of this contest, and new high-stakes champion, Flexor. I was there when Marshall the Bull began training. I'm honored to say I'm here as he has his last match in IWC. But congratulations to Flexor on his first singles title win here in the International Wrestling Cartel.
I couldn't think of higher stakes than being trapped in a cage with Marshall the Bull. But Flexor did it. After nearly a decade and a half in IWC, Flexor has first singles championship against the man who has caused more good and more harm to Flexor's career than anybody.
You can smell the lighter fluid from up here.
But you can also sense the jubilation, the passion, the redemption that Flexor has exorcised the demon known as Marshall the Bull.
Marshall hasn't gotten up yet. Ladies and gentlemen, your high-stakes champion, his name is Flexor.
An incredible moment. A decade and a half of history. Marshall the Bull, now the moment sinks in. His career has ended. Not the way he anticipated, but the way he'll have to accept. Whoa!
We know that music.
He's here! Jimmy DeMarco! Norm Connors, the man that gave Marshall his start as owner of IWC. Justin Plummer, the current owner. Hentai, the trainer. Gory, a training partner and frequent rival. And Jamie Jameson, the next generation. A full circle in the career of Marshall LaBar.
And you don't see Marshall normally show an emotion other than anger, but you can tell the gravity of this has sort of set in.
Marshall, for 16 years, I think to the month today, you have been loyal, you have busted your butt, and you've given everything to this company, a company that this man helped start, a company that ran through Chuck Roberts and was basically handed over to me, and you stuck through it all. Whether it was in the ring, whether it was at the training facility, or whether it was just being a mentor to the young kids in the back, or even doing the dirty work, you were always there. And for that, I think we could all say we are forever grateful. And I would like to give you one last chance to say goodbye to the IWC faithful. Thank you, Mark, so much.
First off, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
You believed in me. You gave me an opportunity. I will be forever grateful. Thank you. Super Hentai, my trainer, and family. Really, family. Mickey, 15 years up and down. I couldn't have picked anybody better to do it with. Thank you for being here. Gory, we've had some crazy fights, but thank you for always being there. I appreciate it. And Jimmy effing DeMarco. I'll be honest with you, this is the truth. This is total shock. I didn't know he was coming. But one of the original members of the family. Thank you. I'll suck those muscles any day of the week. Jamie, thank you, my friend. Potter, you and Craig. Two of the best refs ever. Thank you. You guys, thank you so much, Justin. You and Jenny, you've helped me so much. And you kept one of the old guys around. I appreciate that. This man right here, you're a son of a bitch. But I love you. And I got the utmost respect for you. You're one of the hardest working guys in the business today.
Champ now.
He is one of the hardest. Thank you. Make that belt proud. This real quick, my buddy Josh back here, he runs all the lights. I've been friends with him for 30 years. He does all those like this, and he doesn't always get the wrestling, but he's always been by my side no matter what. You can't replace a friend like that. And to my wife, Amy, and my 2 kids. Thank you for putting up with all my shit over the years. Because I know my wife, ain't no secret, my wife hates wrestling. I took so many years with her and was traveling with wrestling, and I took it away from them. But thank you, Elena, Natalie. Daddy loves you. And to all you fans, simply put, whether you hate me or you love me, I appreciate it and I respect each and every one of you. Thank you, guys.
It was a hell of a run. A path of destruction, chaos, and violence that we will never forget. Marshall the Bull Gambino will always be a vital part of IWC history and a forefather that has shaped where we are today. One last run for the baby bull as the family...
Oh, by the way, now that that's done, I'm going in the back and getting drunk.
There's the Marshall the Bull I know.
There we go. From the battle to the spoils, Marshall the Bull leaves an indelible legacy as part of IWC.
Dirty beat while I get the hell out of here, please. I know you have it.
Some what? One final time, the Gambino family occupies the ring. Brothers Mickey and Marshall, and cousin, Delicious Jimmy, the Cleaner DeMarco.
You
It is a steel cage match. It is for the IWC World Heavyweight Championship. The only way to win this contest is by pinfall or submission.
Well, Justin Plummer said that cage door would be chained shut to prevent Team Storm or Team LaBar from getting involved. It's one-on-one for the IWC title inside the steel.
It's not a case of either one running. It's a case of keeping all the other distractions at bay so these two can figure it out.
Jack Pollock from day one, his goal was to be IWC champion. But under a year ago, he didn't even work here. He was relieved of his contract. It wasn't renewed because of some outside interference and chicanery. Pollock, the manipulating, the depths he went to, involving Plummer's family, threatening them, threatening his wife Jenny to get his job back, and then beating the hell out of Plummer in the center of the ring a month ago to earn this shot. Pollock may have no conscience, but he may have a championship by the end of tonight. But even through that journey, Jay Worth, how do you stop Wardlow is still the question that needs answers.
Yeah, it seems like an odd thing to want to do all that he did to get to right here, to have to be in a cage with the man with war in his name.
Justin LaBar ushers in his meal ticket. Wardlow stated earlier he hasn't been too happy with some of Justin LaBar's decisions. But there'll be no Justin LaBar in the cage. It is Wardlow in his element, an unhinged, untamed beast of a man. Wardlow has been defeated once in 3 years. And it took nearly tearing the entire ring apart to do it. These men inside a cage, will the cage will it be a vessel for their battlefield, or will it become an entrapment for one of these men, namely Jack Pollock?
I would take it even further and say it becomes the third participant.
Plummer at ringside with that thick, heavy chain. Plummer, even though he does not like Jack Pollock.
Introducing first is the challenger. Representing Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Weighing in at 229 pounds. The next trending topic, Jack Pollock. And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Justin LaBar. From Cleveland, Ohio. Weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the IWC World Heavyweight Champion, Wardlow.
To finish my point, Plummer detests Jack Pollock, but he wants to see a clear, decisive victor in the middle of the ring, one-on-one. I respect that about Plummer. Plummer's had a lot of soul searching to do after that match with Pollock. It cannot be easy for Plummer to realize that his sworn enemy may be representing his family business.
Well, I'll take the darker side of it. And I think there's probably going to be a level of enjoyment that he gets in locking Jack Pollock in a cage against Wardlow, knowing that he can't run when Wardlow starts doing the violence that has become synonymous with Wardlow.
Unique crowd reaction so far. I'm not sure if there's a decisive advantage on either side. Neither man have done anything to win a popularity contest at all.
I would say Wardlow telling LaBar that he's tired of not being part of the meetings instantly got him a little bit of favor with the crowd.
That is true.
Regardless of how anyone feels about either of these two athletes, I can tell you most of the crowd despises LaBar.
Oh, I think it's more than most, without a doubt. And I think regardless of their behavior, I think it's hard to deny the respect level that both these men command with what they do in the ring. Wardlow, he's been a blue chipper since day one. He's been a star on the rise, and as more and more time has gone on, more and more important people have started to realize how special Wardlow is. Jack Pollock, maybe the most fundamentally sound, technically savvy athlete in this entire area. Pollock, pound for pound, maybe the best wrestler here, but he can't prove it until you wear the gold around your waist.
Yeah, you can't claim to be the best without beating the best.
Wardlow's got about 35 pounds on Pollock, using it to his advantage.
Whoa.
Nice bridge up. That is not characteristic of Wardlow, is it?
I was going to say, you look at Wardlow, you don't think agile. And yet,
What you got?
moving around the ring like a cruiserweight.
And yes, the ring is not barren of weaponry. I didn't catch offhand who brought the chairs in the ring. Really doesn't matter where the damn at this point anyway.
I can tell you they came from Team Storm when they entered. They slid the chairs in before.
Bit of an insurance policy, perhaps?
I'd say an incitement to violence, if nothing else.
As if Wardlow needed one. Everything Wardlow does is so intense.
Yeah, there's no lower gear. He is 100 miles an hour at you, just beating you down until you stop getting up.
Absolutely malicious in all of his movements. And jab. Good God, skull into the steel.
Stomp to the back. And it looks like Wardlow wants to test the metal of the steel cage.
And Pollock is just being flung in with reckless abandon. Pollock has no way to control how his body is colliding with a cage. And there are jagged edges of steel. There's metal support beams. So many areas that can catch you a certain way and cut you.
There's no way you can train for anything like that. You can't just go and keep throwing your body into a cage to get used to it.
I'm not sure if Pollock caught the cage, but the whiplash effect off the rope certainly did its damage. Oh, God.
And you'll notice that was right where the piping of the cage meets. Much more solid hit.
Cover here. 2 count only. I wouldn't be surprised if Wardlow just thrust Pollock through the cage. Powerbomb. Pollock. Got it. All impact into the side of that fencing. And again, as if hitting the steel isn't bad enough, that sudden drop and that collapse.
And then he just went down it like some Pecorino Romano on a cheese grater.
Will this be the Team Storm takeover? Or will LaBar maintain a stranglehold? Oh, nobody there! Wardlow hits skull first into the steel as Pollock sidesteps.
And I'm not sure. It looked like he may have hit on the solid crossbeam there. But if I'm Jack Pollock, I probably wouldn't be as concerned about telling Wardlow that he's the man as proving it with offense like that.
Well, yeah, Pollock maybe trying to out-psych Wardlow. Wardlow always so focused and intimidating. Pollock deceptively big. He's 6'3" or 4, 225 pounds or so. And he has been in some very violent battles and survived. Keep in mind his battle with Shane Taylor at Super Indy. Not to mention Plummer a month ago.
Yep.
Pollock has the staying power and stamina. He's got the pain threshold. But Wardlow is just impenetrable.
Just a wall of a human being.
And perhaps the first of many suplexes.
Tossed right onto the top of his shoulders, back of his neck.
Oh, Pollock just got wrenched up by his gun effortlessly. Pollock touching nothing and hits the back of his neck hard.
Just scooped up and dumped down.
What a violent exchange. Pollock must feel like he was in a minor car accident. Third time, Pollock, death grip on the rope. Oh, look out! Wardlow is so powerful, Pollock ripped the turnbuckle completely out of its place and Wardlow gets 2. This ring may come apart again.
The ring, the cage. Hell, I'm a little worried about the rafters.
That's scary strength. This ring is reinforced to withstand thousands of pounds of pressure. And it's Pollock and Wardlow trading right hands. Pollock will not die, and Wardlow sent back to the neck first. And one of the pads still on, but
oh, just a running knee attack right to the mush.
and note what Pollock now into the cover. Finds 2, that's all he'll find. Pollock's right knee is heavily braced. And we don't know the extent of the damage, but we will follow that if the story precludes itself. Before we have a solution to the IWC Championship. Pollock. Again, you cannot win by climbing. Pollock tries to gain momentum to drive down with the elbow. And that was that a 1 count?
Yeah, I don't think he quite got. I think he was out before the 2.
Very close to 2, but even still, damage done. As Wardlow not getting to his feet.
And Pollock now has that chair.
Oh. And you can hear that thud, that smack, all impact. And the Jack Pollock cheering section, as limited as it may be, letting itself known also. And Pollock slipped. May have aggravated that knee. Was it enough? 2 count only. Pollock is favoring the right knee heavily. Again, it came in damage. Will Pollock maybe exercise more guts than brains and take a risk that his body's not prepared for?
Well, let's be honest. I don't know how many more attempts at the IWC title Jack Pollock is going to be given, especially in light of his current relationship with owner Justin Plummer. So I think he knows he has to maximize this one because there may not be another one. So yeah, I would say he's probably going to go all guts for all glory.
But at what cost? Look out. Oh. And Wardlow.
The what cost is something you worry about while you're staring at your new title.
Well, Pollock now having his bell rung. The momentum took Pollock off the ropes, head first on the turnbuckle.
Yeah, he was tenderly getting up to his feet there.
Again, we go back and forth with fisticuffs. Pollock sent in hard. Ooh. And Wardlow the chop.
Solid chop.
And Pollock
he has his
is
feet.
prone. Good goal!
He just darted him right into the exposed turnbuckle.
That steel bolt caught Pollock on the side of the head. Pollock's knocked out. Wardlow retains it. No!
He tried to duck out of the way, but the only thing he did was ensure that he didn't take it straight to his face.
Yeah, that was meticulous and intentional.
And Pollock's slow to get up. I don't blame him. That doesn't ring your bell or so much as cracks it.
Wardlow elevating Pollock.
Calling for the end. Oh!
Yeah, and normally it is. Pollock knows it too. Desperation counter. What a gut check this is for both these athletes. Pollock to roll up. No. Rolls through with it. Pollock trying to elevate the big man. Will the knees support it? Can Pollock get Wardlow up? Charge it down. Pollock got Wardlow down. On top. The cover though. Oh. And Jay Ward, I think it's clear that Pollock is struggling.
I think he knows he's struggling too. He has to feel that, like, it's time to get business done.
Even still, LaBar showing mounting concern on the floor as he realizes Pollock is hanging with his monster, his machine, his meal ticket. And he's swinging a hell of a chair too.
And now he's setting up a chair. Wardlow to his feet.
Look out.
Oh,
into the steel. Pollock is limp.
Into that steel.
As Wardlow having his way with his 6'4" challenger.
Just bouncing him around the ring like a crazy ball.
And lets him fall with reckless abandon. Pollock landed knee first on the other chair that is still in the ring. Measuring and make
just a slam through the chair.
And the chair is bent. And Wardlow with a lateral press, but couldn't get him. And this is not the side of Wardlow we see very often. Frustration, perhaps doubt. Wardlow has had his way with nearly every opponent to ever come across him, but Wardlow cannot keep Pollock down.
How much more? And make no mistake, Wardlow is willing to dish out how much more. It's just a question of how much more he needs to dish out.
Well, and Pollock pulls the official into the ropes to contact crotches Wardlow. Again, no honor here among any of these athletes.
It's a no. No.
Whoa.
No honor.
Team Storm, Argos and Dupree can't get in the cage when they toss in kendo sticks. And Wardlow has nothing he can do but try to duck and cover.
He's sort of stuck in no man's land up there.
And Pollock beating the hell out of Wardlow with whatever he can find.
And now Jock climbing up.
I'm not sure Wardlow knows where he is anymore. But Wardlow fighting. I don't know if it's on instinct or what. Oh my God. I think Wardlow just snapped back into reality. And this may be a reality check. Oh, Pollock got clamped. Goodbye. What?
Whoa! He drove him down off that second rope.
And what the hell's LaBar doing? Here comes LeRusso, and here comes Pollock. And the four entities, hey, wait a minute, oh, come on! Bulk just ripped the cage door off its hinges!
Well, if you wanted to know if Bulk was a good investment, there it is.
And Argos and Dupree are trying to save Jack, and they do!
LeRusso now trying to debate, is he going in the cage?
Does he want to go in the cage?
Does he help Bulk nasty?
Argos and Dupree are gone. They're keeping Bulk at bay, but LeRusso's in the ring.
LeRusso has his assignment.
Heir apparent gonna bail out Team LaBar. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. Oh. Sweet dreams, but not to the intended target. LeRusso just decked Wardlow. LeRusso hits the steal, and Wardlow is out. Was this another LaBar decision Wardlow wasn't consulted on? Oh, Pollock couldn't get him.
I get the feeling that the next Team LaBar meeting is going to be very tense, Joe.
My God, nothing will keep Wardlow down, but nothing will make Pollock stop trying.
Irresistible force meets a movable object. Oh!
And Wardlow hits the driver again!
But he can't capitalize.
How could Pollock possibly have anything left?
Here's the problem. He's getting time to refill that tank. And Wardlow finally getting around to getting a pin.
And Wardlow's got him! But again, a near fall. The moments are tense. There is a thickness in the air as Wardlow and Pollock continue to battle for supremacy. What could possibly be left?
I am not a prognosticator on this one. I can't tell you. We've seen chairs wilt under weight. We've seen a door torn off its hinges. Are we looking next at Act of God? I mean...
Wait, Pollock inside cradle! Inside cradle! I'll try to out-wrestle Wardlow, but still half a count away. Pollock the backslide. And Pollock downstairs. No disqualification.
Also no cup.
And Wardlow, as he tries to recover, Pollock measures Wardlow. Potentially. Oh, God! Oh, God!
We saw him coming. Just grabbed the closest thing, which was the chair, and just tossed it right in his face.
Just flung it into his skull. And that stopped Pollock in his tracks. A driver again. All day long. Wardlow claims another victim. No! Pollock downstairs again! Wardlow measured. Pollock got the Mafia kick.
Boot right to the face. And Wardlow not staying down.
Wardlow's up. Now what is this? Pollock, that fireman's carry slam. It's beaten many a man. But can Pollock follow through?
And I will point out, Pollock knows he hasn't done enough yet.
The Mafia kick once more. Pollock on top. We have a new IWC champion.
Who's over and the new IWC World Heavyweight Champion, Jack.
The Team Storm takeover has come to fruition.
All in one night.
All of Team Storm a champion, and Pollock, who just weeks ago found himself out of this company looking in, is now the most important member of the roster.
And here come the tag team champs.
Wardlow, they just realizing what's happened. Team Storm, the moment of jubilation sinks in.
LaBar is beside himself.
I've never seen LaBar with a scowl on his face quite like that. LaBar taking the jacket off.
You don't poke the angry bear. What LaBar did there was downright dumb. For all the things LaBar is, he's not dumb.
I told you to keep him in the back.
LaBar realizing that he's in a little bit too deep, acting on impulse, but doesn't want to throw away his most prized investment at all. Watch how you tread, Mr. LaBar. Apparently they'll live to fight together another day. Perhaps not. All day long.
I feel that Team LaBar has undergone some radical restructuring.
Wardlow may no longer be a champion, but more importantly, he's liberated. He's a man on his own again. And we're not done. I will never get tired of that visual.
And Team Storm has been sitting there enjoying the show.
What's going to happen here?
And Team Storm, I won't say cowering in the corner, but I won't not say cowering in the corner either, as the angry Wardlow finally leaves the ring.
I think Wardlow realized, whether he likes it or not, no matter whose fault it is, he was beaten. 1, 2, 3, and the Team Storm takeover has come to fruition. All Wardlow can do is look on and wonder what if. It's been a Canadian takeover of Caged Fury. Team Storm have gone from the outhouse to the penthouse, from fighting for jobs to being on top of the world. 3 athletes, 3 titles. Pollock on top of the IWC mountain, no matter what anybody thinks about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your new IWC World Heavyweight Champion,
IWC's representation is straight from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Team Storm dominates at Caged Fury.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.